Hi guys, so let's say you are a new driver and you are comfortable driving in the residential area, but when it comes to highway and particularly lane change in the highway, sometimes new drivers will be little confused or maybe they are not much confident, and because of that reason they will make some mistakes here and there. So what exactly happens? Well, let's say you are driving with the speed of 100 and you have an intention to change the lane to the left side. So you are going to go with the indication, you will give left indication and then you will shoulder check to the left, which is 1, 2, 3 shoulder check, and then you will change the lane. But for the new driver, this is the mistake they do. Usually I have seen while they are shoulder checking 1, 2, 3, they just don't move their head. Along with the head, they will move their shoulder also. So this is how they do it: 1, 2, 3, and once they move the shoulder, automatically they are going to move the steering also, and unintentionally, while they are just not done with the process of the verification that it is safe to change the lane or not, they are just in the middle of the steps of shoulder check. Okay, they are not done with the process and unknowingly they will change the lane. So this is the common mistake I have seen, that while they are just checking, they will at the same time tilt their vehicle also and automatically change the lane without even their knowledge. So this is the very common mistake I have seen with the newcomer driver. So just to avoid, I am going to share additional technique. Okay, so while you are driving and you need to shoulder check and change the lane, so very first thing, I highly recommend that rather than just doing all this process like physically, you just need to have additional blind spot mirror installed in your car. So what is the meaning of that? You can see that with this side mirror I have a small round convex mirror. This is called blind spot mirror. Now in this situation, if I have that mirror, that means I'm going to shoulder check with this process. I'm going to check in the first here the main mirror, then second side mirror, and third I'm going to just look in that small mirror and I can shoulder check. I don't need to move my head to check physically the blind spot. So now things are more easier, that you can utilize this side mirror, and along with the side mirror you can utilize the blind spot mirror also, and you can just check your blind spot also. Now let's say that apart from that, this additional trick I'm going to share. So this will emphasize that you are 100% safe. The trick is something like this: that while you are driving, if you see in the side mirror, there is an instruction written which is like objects in the mirror are closer than they appear. Means what you see in the side mirror is not the exact impression or reflection of the vehicle which are behind. The distance is not the real distance. Okay, so that reflection what you see in the side mirror is not real. So which mirror is in that situation? You can utilize the main mirror. So if you see the main mirror and if you see through that back window, and if there's a vehicle coming from the behind, and on the basis of this mirror and the observation, you can see that how much real distance in between your car and that other car. So this mirror, the main mirror, is the important aspect, that you focus on the main mirror. Now apart from that, let's say hypothetically I am telling you that I have an intention to change the lane to the left side, and I am looking into this main mirror, and let's say hypothetically there are 3 cars behind me. Okay, so one exactly, there is a vehicle behind my car with 500 meter distance. Let's say in my left side of the lane there is another vehicle, and in my right side also there is another vehicle. So hypothetically, let's say that there are 3 vehicles behind me and I can see those 3 vehicles in this mirror. Okay, now you can shoulder check and you can make sure that these are the 3 vehicles with the alternative technique also. And apart from that, you keep focusing that there are 3 vehicles by the time you go with the indication, and till the time you can see all these 3 vehicles. Means for you it is easier and it is safer for you to change the lane in your left or in your right, wherever you want to go. So the point is, all these 3 vehicles, if you can see in this mirror, that means they are in the sufficient distance. Now out of these 3 vehicles, let's say that one of the vehicle is vanished in your left. Okay, so you were able to see 3 vehicles, okay, and in your left side of the vehicle is vanished from this mirror. Most probably at that time that vehicle will be in your blind spot, and because of that reason you cannot see in this mirror. So if there were 3 vehicles and out of these 3 now it's only 2, that means your missing vehicle is exactly in your blind spot, and that is not a good time for you to change the lane. So till the time I was able to see these three vehicles behind me, I should have changed the lane. But out of 3 vehicles, if it is 2, I should not change the lane. Okay, so you make sure that vehicle in your blind spot, it goes above and pass through your vehicle. Now you know that one vehicle is already gone above your vehicle and there are 2 vehicles. Now since there are 2 vehicles behind you and you can see completely 2 vehicles in this mirror, or even out of 2, one of the vehicle you can see only half in this mirror because it is about to come in your blind spot here or there. So that way also you can make the judgment. If you cannot see completely 2 vehicle, or maybe you cannot see complete vehicle, it is just like half vehicle. Sometimes it happens if there is a huge truck. Okay, so if there is a huge truck, you can see it from the behind. Now you can only see the half truck, means the truck is exactly in your blind spot. So this is the trick, this is the way you can make the judgment. If you are planning to change the lane, try to observe in this mirror how many vehicles behind you. Maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 5 vehicles. And out of these 5 vehicles, if let's say there are 5 vehicles, out of 5 vehicles, while you plan to change the lane and you take actions, while go with the indication, you shoulder check, and you again check in this, again those 5 vehicles are there which you can clearly see, then you should change the lane. And out of 5 vehicles, if even 1 vehicle or 2 vehicles are missing, they might be on your blind spot, and that is not a good time for you to change the lane. So you count how many vehicles are behind you, and that figure you keep in your mind while you actually plan and take action to change the lane. If you still see those 5 vehicles, that means it's safe for you to change the lane. Or if any vehicle is missing, that means that vehicle will be in your blind spot. So this is the strategy you are going to use, and it will be more safer, and you can make sure that there is no problem while you are changing the lane. Alright guys, so there are 3 vehicles behind me. I'm in the 3rd lane, and now I can only see 2 vehicles behind me. So 1 vehicle is in my blind spot. You can see this is not the good time for me to change the lane. There is 1 vehicle I can see, but now that 1 vehicle is also gone. So you can see that he is in my blind spot right now. I am not supposed to change the lane. If I do change the lane, then there is an accident kind of situation. Now exactly there is no vehicle, there is 1 car only, and I can see that 1 car constantly. If I want to change the lane right now, I can change the lane 1, 2, 3 shoulder check, and I am going to change the lane, and I can easily change the lane. And I am in the 2nd lane now. From the 3rd lane I change the lane. So right now I want to change the lane in my left, and I can see white car, and that white car is vanished. So you can see that I cannot change the lane because exactly that white car is in my blind spot. So now the white car is gone, and there is 1 car still coming. If I want to change the lane, 1, 2, 3 shoulder check, I can change the lane because I fully see that car. Yeah. Alright guys, so just to conclude what we exactly did, what I was trying to do is, just while I was on the highway, I was very strictly observing in this mirror, and I was counting how many vehicles are behind me, regardless you are in the 2nd lane, 3rd lane, 1st lane. So on the basis of the your current situation, let's say I am in the middle lane out of 3 lane, and while I see that there are 2 vehicles behind me, or maybe 4 vehicles behind me, let's say hypothetically 4 vehicles are behind me. So out of 4, while I observe very first time there are 4 vehicles, and then I'm going to plan that I will give indication, and then I will shoulder check, and then I will change the lane. By the time out of 4 vehicles, again I reconfirm, and I see that still those 4 vehicles are seen in this mirror. That means it is safer for you to change the lane. But let's say out of 4 vehicles, Now I can only see 3 vehicles and 1 vehicle is vanished. I don't see behind, I don't see that it passed above me also. So technically, most probably that vehicle will be in my blind spot, left or right. Okay, it depends upon the situation, that if the vehicle was in that lane, then he is going to be in this side of the right side of the blind spot, and if the vehicle was behind you and it was in the left side of your lane, then it is going to be in your blind spot to the left side. So if that vehicle is missing from your side, you cannot see behind also in this mirror, and you don't observe, or you wouldn't have observed that this vehicle even passed from your side, exactly, that means he is going to be probably in your blind spot, and that is not the good time for you to change the lane.